It's a powerful truth that a person's true desires often hide just beneath the surface, invisible to most, yet glaring to those who know where to look. But what if you could decode that hidden language? What if her subtle actions were actually messages meant only for you? Today, you're going to discover 5 profound psychological signs that reveal when a woman is trying to make you jealous, signals that can unlock a deeper understanding of attraction, behavior, and human desire. Pay close attention, because missing these could leave you wondering what she truly feels, until it's too late. Psychologists tell us that jealousy is one of the most primal human emotions. It taps directly into the limbic system, the part of the brain that reacts before logic even enters the scene. When a woman is trying to provoke this feeling, her behavior isn't random. It's calculated by instincts you can actually observe. Sign 1. Social spotlight. Have you ever noticed how she suddenly starts mentioning other men, friends, co-workers, or even complete strangers, whenever you're nearby? She might casually recount a story about someone complimenting her outfit, laughing at her jokes, or admiring her talents. Sometimes it's subtle, almost as if she's just making conversation, but there's an unmistakable undercurrent. It's not just small talk, it's a deliberate way of drawing your attention, nudging your curiosity, and watching how you respond. Your mind picks up on it instantly, even if you don't realize why the comment stings or excites you. Psychologists explain this behavior as a subtle social test. By introducing comparisons with others, she's activating your competitive instincts and testing your level of emotional investment. Your brain registers these social cues as potential threats or challenges, and you feel a rush, a spike of attention and awareness. It's a way of seeing what you feel without ever asking outright. She's speaking in the hidden language of psychology, where words are just a fraction of the message. The effect is both thrilling and slightly unnerving. Imagine it as a silent game of chess, where every story, every mention of someone else, is a strategic move. The excitement comes from the unpredictability. Will you react visibly, subtly, or not at all? But here's the catch: show indifference, and her curiosity, and perhaps even attraction, intensifies. Spotting her next move becomes a tantalizing puzzle, a dance of attention and desire. And no, this isn't her audition for a reality TV drama, complete with dramatic music and confessional interviews. It's far more personal, far more deliberate, and far more revealing than anything scripted on television. You're witnessing a live demonstration of psychology in motion, designed just for you. Sign 2. Slight withdrawal. Have you noticed moments when she suddenly becomes a little less available? Perhaps her texts take longer to arrive, her responses are shorter, or she cancels plans for reasons that seem minor, or sometimes don't make sense at all. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, but there's a pattern. She's not ignoring you, she's creating space. And your mind, ever attentive to change, immediately registers this shift. You might feel a small pang of curiosity, or even a twinge of unease, wondering why she's pulling back just as things seem to be heating up. From a psychological perspective, this behavior is a classic form of testing known as a stability probe. Humans are wired to respond to unpredictability with heightened attention. By slightly withdrawing, she's gauging how much you value her presence, your level of investment, and whether you'll respond with patience, initiative, or indifference. Your reactions, even subtle ones, send her signals about your emotional state. In essence, she's quietly observing, studying your responses, and mapping the dynamics of attraction, all without ever saying a word. The emotional impact is immediate, excitement tinged with tension. It's like standing at the edge of a cliff, feeling both the thrill of possibility and the fear of loss. Every delayed text or postponed meeting creates anticipation, keeping your mind and your heart engaged. Your imagination fills in the blanks, wondering if she's thinking of someone else, or if her withdrawal is a silent invitation for you to step forward. And no, she's not trying to turn you into a detective with a magnifying glass, obsessively counting the minutes between messages. Although, if you feel like Sherlock Holmes right now, congratulations, psychology just made you part of her little experiment. Sign 3. Flirtatious teasing. Have you ever noticed how she playfully teases you, sometimes about small quirks, your jokes, or even things you consider minor mistakes? It's never cruel, and it often comes with a smile that lingers just a fraction too long. Maybe she nudges you gently when you sit too close, or jokes about something you said, all while laughing in a way that makes you feel noticed. These moments feel casual, but there's a deeper intention beneath the surface, one designed to capture your attention and stir curiosity. Psychologists explain that teasing is a form of social signaling, a sophisticated dance of attraction. It triggers your brain's reward system, releasing dopamine and adrenaline, making interactions feel exciting and emotionally charged. Teasing establishes a subtle power dynamic. It creates tension, prompts engagement, and encourages you to respond. In essence, it's a way of testing your emotional boundaries, observing how invested you are, and seeing if you can play along with her unspoken game. The thrill of flirtatious teasing lies in its unpredictability. Every joke or playful jab is like a spark. Sometimes it excites, sometimes it frustrates, but it always keeps you engaged. It's a psychological dance. Each laugh, each smirk, is a move closer, or a strategic step away. Your mind becomes alert, your curiosity piqued, and your desire subtly intensified. The emotional tension created by this teasing is almost irresistible, leaving you wondering what she'll do next and how you should respond. And no, she's not secretly auditioning for a comedy show. Although, if you feel like you're part of her private stand-up set, congratulations. You've just become an unwitting participant in the most subtle, most captivating psychological experiment ever, one designed entirely around your attention. Sign 4. Strategic compliments to others. Have you ever noticed her giving compliments to other men, sometimes exaggerated, sometimes oddly specific, right in front of you? Perhaps she praises a colleague's sense of humor, admires a friend's style, or casually mentions someone's recent success. On the surface, it seems innocent. But pay close attention. The timing, the choice of words, and the subtle sparkle in her eyes often reveal a hidden purpose. It's not about the other person, it's about you, and how you react. Psychologists explain this behavior as a form of emotional calibration. By directing admiration toward others while you're present, she's creating a social comparison, activating your competitive instincts, and measuring your interest. Your subconscious notices every detail, a twinge of envy, a quick glance, a shift in posture. This subtle feedback loop tells her how much her attention matters to you, and whether you're engaged enough to respond emotionally. Essentially, she's speaking in a silent language your brain can't ignore, testing attraction without a single explicit word. The impact on you is immediate, curiosity mixed with a spark of urgency. You feel the pull to respond, to regain her attention, or to prove your interest in subtle ways. It's exciting, slightly frustrating, and impossible to ignore. This is the thrill of human psychology at work, the delicate dance of desire and perception, where even the smallest reaction becomes meaningful. Missing it could mean misunderstanding her signals entirely, and that's why attention to detail matters. And no, she's not hosting a live award show for the most admired male, though it might feel that way. Instead, you're witnessing a masterclass in psychological influence, designed specifically to see what matters most to you, her attention. Sign 5. Amplified attention when you react. Have you ever noticed how she suddenly becomes more attentive the moment she catches even the tiniest hint of emotion from you, whether it's jealousy, curiosity, or excitement? Perhaps she leans in slightly, her voice softens, or her gaze lingers just a fraction longer. It's subtle, almost imperceptible, yet impossible to ignore once you start paying attention. Every microreaction, your raised eyebrow, a shift in tone, a pause in conversation, is being carefully observed, almost like she's reading an invisible script written by your emotions. Psychologists describe this behavior as reinforcement in social and emotional dynamics. Your reactions serve as signals, a feedback loop that informs her how much your attention, interest, and desire matter. By amplifying her focus when she notices a response, she is effectively testing the depth of your engagement, your confidence, and your emotional awareness. Your brain responds automatically, releasing dopamine and heightening alertness, which makes the interaction feel magnetic, even intoxicating. She's not being manipulative. She's instinctively observing human behavior at its finest. The emotional effect is undeniable. Every subtle shift she makes keeps you on edge, intrigued, and slightly off balance, creating a delicious tension that is both thrilling and intoxicating. It's as if she's silently saying, "I see you. Do you see me?" The experience becomes a live game of connection and attention, where your awareness determines how deeply the attraction intensifies. Miss these cues, and the puzzle remains unsolved. Notice them, and you begin to understand the unspoken layers of desire and subtle influence. And no, she's not secretly running an emotional physics experiment, though it might feel that way. Instead, you're witnessing a masterful demonstration of psychology in action, where every little reaction you give adds a piece to the hidden puzzle of attraction. The power of a man isn't in exploiting these signals, but in interpreting them with respect. Psychology gives you the keys, but wisdom tells you how to use them. These are not tools for manipulation. They're insights for understanding human desire at a deeper level. So now that you've seen the 5 signs, take a moment. Reflect. Observe. And remember, subtlety is where the truth lives. If you found this insight valuable, hit like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more psychological secrets about attraction. Every video is a step closer to understanding the hidden language of desire, and trust me, the next one will reveal even deeper truths.